You know, we spend a ton of time obsessing over online reviews, the stars, the comments, the whole deal. But as it turns out, what happens after a review gets posted is just as important and honestly, maybe even more powerful than the review itself. Let's put ourselves in this situation because we've all been there. You're scrolling online, you find the perfect thing, then you scroll down to the reviews, and bam, there it is, a brutal one-star takedown. Suddenly, you're not so sure. So the big question is, what happens next? Does that business just leave that negative comment hanging out there for everyone to see? Or do they step in? One study found that a single unanswered negative review could cost a business $240,000 in potential lifetime revenue from just one unhappy customer. That's a number that makes you want to start typing a reply, right? So let's dig into the why and the how. By the way, I'm linking down below to my review replies playbook. It's going to help save your reputation and your customers. And it's super affordable, built for small business owners just like you. To really get why responding is so powerful, we have to look beyond just good customer service and dive into this really cool idea from economics. It's all about the hidden messages we're sending. When we think only one person is listening, it's called signaling theory. And at its core, it's all about making people feel less uncertain. A research paper put it perfectly with a job interview analogy. An applicant sends signals like a great resume or glowing references to convince a company they're the right person for the job. Well, it's the exact same idea here. When a business responds to a review, they're not just talking to one person, they're sending a signal to every future customer about how much they care and how good their service is. Researchers decided to put this whole theory to the test. They showed over 350 people a negative review and followed it up with different replies, like you see here. Sometimes it was just the brand that answered. Other times it was another customer jumping in, and sometimes it was a mix of both. They were trying to figure out which signal actually works best to win back a potential customer's trust. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The researchers wondered, does the power of that signal change depending on who's sending it? Does it make a difference if it's a huge famous brand versus some new company you've never heard of? It matters a lot. For a new or unknown brand, the results were crystal clear. A positive reply from another customer was seen as way more trustworthy than anything the company could say about itself. The business owner's own response was kind of met with skepticism, but a word from a fellow shopper was a signal people trusted. When the brand was a big, well-known name, the rules of the game flipped. All of a sudden, the brand's own response was seen as just as powerful and trustworthy as a reply from another customer. And why is that? Because the brand's reputation was already doing the heavy lifting, giving their words instant credibility. So here's the bottom line. The underdogs, the unknown brands, they need some backup. They really rely on other customers to say, hey, these guys are legit. But the big established brands, they can leverage their own name. Their brand itself is a signal that helps rebuild that trust all on its own. Here's the one thing researchers found that was true for everybody. No matter how big or small the brand was, the absolute best case scenario, the most powerful combination, was always a brand response plus a customer response. Having multiple positive signals from different sources just had a much bigger impact than any single reply ever could. So the theory makes sense. It's solid, but what does this actually look like in the real world? What are the actual tangible benefits when a business starts doing this? Well, the payoff is probably a lot bigger than you think. A Harvard Business Review study found that when businesses started responding to reviews, a few incredible things happened. They started getting 12% more reviews. Their average star rating went up by responding to negative reviews. It's a huge signal to search engines like Google, which can boost your rankings. Businesses that deal with complaints see a 16% jump in customer advocacy. So you then get more customers advocating on your behalf. That's huge. And if you need one more statistic, a survey found that 89% of consumers said they are more likely to shop with a company that takes the time to reply to all its reviews. So responding isn't just playing defense, it's one of your best marketing tools. But here's a catch. You've got to be quick about it. This chart shows customers have pretty clear expectations. Over half of people expect an answer within a week, and a third want to hear back in 3 days or less. The signal isn't just that you respond, it's that you respond like you actually care, and that means being timely. All of this brings us to our last and probably most important point. Knowing you should respond is one thing, but knowing how to respond, that's everything. Because remember, the goal isn't to win an argument, it's to send the right signal. I'm linking down below my review replies playbook. I'm going to give you a teaser of what's in that playbook. First, be timely. Hit those deadlines we just talked about. Second, personalize it. Third, don't just copy and paste generic messages. People are more likely to actually change their negative review to a positive one if the reply feels personal. Plus, if somebody's scrolling through and sees you copy and pasted the same response to every negative review, that's actually going to send the wrong signal. And then build up that base of feedback because it's your most powerful signal. Every reply or every time you don't reply is a public broadcast. It's a signal to the world about how much you care, how confident you are in what you do, and how you treat people when things don't go perfectly. It's not about winning, it's about sending the right message. So the real question is, what message is your business sending for your online reputation? Thanks so much for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.